something that is about 1 inch? Aslan?
Our index fingertip.
Our index fingertip about 1 inch?
She's probably been.
Oh, that's okay. Can you tell her? Help her out.
You would be right, but like if you maybe put your finger that way, it could be 1 inch.
Yeah, if you did maybe from where your finger would maybe curl a little bit, that would be. But I think you were thinking of what from yesterday's unit? Centimeters, and that's okay. Can your table and Kate, can you all go get a ruler? Just a regular ruler, and yes, thank you. You already have one, and in just a minute, you guys will go get a ruler too, okay? Oh, I left that there from yesterday. I'm sorry, Jordan. Oh, put all those in there. Let me know if you find any more. Okay, just grab a ruler, and then come on back. Okay, now your table, go get a ruler. So what is something else that might be about 1 inch? Katie? Okay, what kind of clips? Kate?
Paper clips.
Paper clips, is that what you were thinking of? What do you guys think? Do we agree with Katie?
Yes.
Yes, I would agree. All right, in the space for number 1, let's write paper clip. I'll write it on the board here to help any of us that need help with the spelling, okay? Jordan, can you see okay? Okay, here we go. Help me spell it if you get it.
Paper space CLIP.
Good. Paper clip. Good. Why did I not make it plural? What would happen if I wrote paper clips, Kate?
There would be more than one paper clip, and it would be more than 1 inch.
Very good. That's exactly right. But you guys did a great job, and you even stopped. I almost wrote the S. I almost made it plural. But you guys knew that it was just going to be 1 paper clip because we only wanted about 1 inch, okay? Let's not play with our rulers, okay? All right, let's look at number 2. We're going to go ahead and move on. If we get time later, we'll come back and think about some other things that we can pull in each box. But what is something that is about 1 foot? Think about, in our video we watched, what was something that was about 1 foot? Or, how much is 1 foot? Katie, how much is 1 foot?
12 inches.
12 inches. Can you guys, do you have anything with you right now that is something that is about 12 inches? What's something that might be about 12 inches? You're making it too hard for yourselves. Some of you are looking at them. Some of you are holding them. Some of you don't even realize that you're holding them. Dylan? Yes, say it louder so Kate can hear you. Your ruler. Why our ruler? We said this was 12, what? 12 inches. But what's so special about 12 inches, Aslan?
That it's a foot.
That it equals 1 foot. Very good. Okay, so what is something that would be about 1 foot? Katie? A baseball bat. Okay, did it say that in our video? I think our baseball bat was a little bit longer.
No, it's thick.
Yes, yes. Okay, why doesn't everybody measure their elbow to their hand? Mine is going to be too long, but you guys have smaller arms than I do. If you go from the crease in your elbow, right there, to the tip of your finger, how long is that? Taylor?
1 foot.
Is it exactly 1 foot? What word am I looking for?
About.
There it is, about. I'm not just going, it's about 1 foot. Okay, very good. Everybody, let's go ahead and write on space number 2. What should we write? This was 1. Elbow to tip of finger. How about that? Or elbow to fingertip. Great job working today, guys. Very impressive. Okay. Go ahead and finish writing. Jordan, are you get that okay? Good job. If you need to move so you can see it better, but looks like you're doing perfect. Okay, what is something that is about 1 yard? Dylan? Okay, yes. That's an easy giveaway. Good job, though. Way to be tricky. What's something else? That's exactly right. But what's something else that is about 1 yard? Who have not heard from yet? Skylar? Oh, the calendar months? Let's see. Close. But remember, on this one, this is the ruler from yesterday that we would need a few more, 10 more centimeters. Cade?
The lower shelf over there.
The lower part of the bookshelf? Yeah. Okay. Anybody? Anybody? Kate, I'll go measure that in just a minute. Ava? The baseball bat. Oh, and look at this one. It's even a little bit short, isn't it? Yes, but is it still about what? About 1 yard. Very good. Okay, it is about 1 yard. Taylor?
Or the width of the cabinet over there.
Oh, the width of the cabinet. Let me see. Close, but is it still, could we still put it in this category?
Yeah.
Why?
Because it wouldn't be 1 foot, and it is closest to...
You're on the right track. If we were looking, let me just help you for 1 second. If we were looking at our 3 categories that we have on our paper, then what, Cade?
Then it would go under the yardstick because it's closest.
It's closest, right? It's going to be hard sometimes to find something that is exactly 1 yardstick, okay? And that's why we say about 1 yard. Katie?
Maybe,
Oh, yeah, I was going to measure this. This? Okay, what would you guys like to put for number 3? Would you like to say the baseball bat, the width of the cabinet, or the height of the bookshelf? Which one would you like to say? Aslan, you had your hand up first.
the width of the cabinet.
The width of the cabinet. All right, that's what we're going to write for number 3. Are you guys hot in here?
Yes.
It is warm. Did you mind just set it all? This is really... Oh, sorry, Jordan. Okay, when you are done with that, go ahead and open up your pamphlet. Oh, my desk. Okay, now what we're going to do, now we are going to break up into our groups. So if you were group 1, come over here and be with me. So just switch spots. If you were group 2, where did I say you guys were going to go? At the middle table, right? And then Cade was just going to bring his chair over, and he's going to kind of squeeze in between Taylor and Katie's. And then you guys, go sit down over here, guys. Okay, listen to my instruction before you start sitting. Just sit somewhere. Okay, what we're going to be doing, group 1, we talked about this earlier. You guys are going to be working with me for a little bit. Group 2, you guys are going to be working on your own. Okay, and then we're going to switch, and you guys are going to do some independent practice, and you guys are going to work with me. Okay, if you need any of your supplies, extra supplies, if any of you need any extra supplies, we can get them on the back table. We have more yardsticks. Make sure I have everybody's eyes up here so I know you're listening. Do I have everybody's eyes? Thank you. More yardsticks, more rulers, and there are paper clips hidden under there. Okay? Then if we get done in time, you can work on, we have 5-3 worksheet, or 15-3 worksheet from yesterday and 15-4. If we don't get it all done, that's okay. But let's look at number 1, and then I'm going to let everybody go. Okay? Look at number 1 on the inside. Skylar, open up your pamphlet. Guided practice. Circle the object that is about each length. Okay, so for number 1, what does number 1 say? Everybody read it for me.
About 1 inch.
Okay, very good. Which one of those objects is about 1 inch? Which one of these 3 objects is about 1 inch? Katie? It might be like a red bouncy ball. Yes, and they have that one done for us, but do you see why that one is, when we look at these papers and they give us the objects, it's kind of hard because they have to make these objects all so much smaller, don't they? And so I would almost say, well, the water bottle looks about 1 inch, but in real life, a water bottle would be too big, right? Okay, so very good. So number 1, we would go ahead and circle the red bouncy ball. Okay, now I'm going to let group 2, you guys are going to go ahead and work independently. If you need any help, just raise your hand like usual, okay? But I want you guys to go ahead and do it. You can do the do you understand and the reasoning, okay? Make sure you read the directions carefully. Okay, guys, let's look over here. What does number 2 say for us? Okay, what is something out of these 3 pictures that is about 1 foot? You think the table? Dylan, what do you think? You think the table also? Skylar? Okay, we're looking at number 2. Okay, let's hold up. What is 1 foot? How would we know what 1 foot? 12 inches. What's 12 inches? Do you have something that's 12 inches? Jordan, do you have anything that's 12 inches long?
Waterfall.
Okay, but do you have something right now that you could hold? Is this about 12 inches long? 12 inches. Okay, so do we still think it would be the table? Okay, if we're going to look at an actual table, it's probably going to say over here, like look right here. Skylar and Katie, you guys can come right over here. Okay, this one is, can I see your ruler? Then what's in that, or can I see your ruler too now, Jordan? Yeah. Skylar, can you see from way over there? Come on over here. I want you to be able to look right here. There's 2. What do you think? Is that too big? Because look how many rulers I use. Yeah, I would use 2. That would be almost 2 feet. Okay, but if I use my yardstick, what do you think? Would that be? That would be closer to what? 3. Yeah, 3. So which one do you guys think? Do you think the table, or do you think the water bottle? Let's look at, we can borrow Ava's water bottle. What do you think? And again, remember, these things are all different. Is it a little too short? Yes. Okay, so which one do we think? I would still say that too. Go ahead. Go ahead and circle that one. Very good. Okay, good job, Jordan. Okay, what is something that is about 1 yard? Oh, you know what? I'm sorry, guys. I messed up. This is why it's tricky. I wish they would give us other objects, realistic objects to use. Okay, if we were to go let's go look at my desk table. Can we do that instead? So come over here really quick. Bring your rulers with you. Skylar, I need you to be a part of our group, okay? That's why I wanted you to be over here with us. Okay, what is about 1 yard? So do we need to change anything on our other one? Skylar, I see a little head nod. What do you think? Okay, what do you think our other one should be? A water bottle. Because you know what? Let's measure my coffee cup. It's not a water bottle, but it still could be like it, couldn't it? Yeah, and sometimes we have the bigger water bottles. Okay, are you okay? You know? To start my lesson, I taught the entire class on measurement units. We've been working on it throughout the week, and I worked on centimeters, meters, yardsticks, inches, and then also those were all the standard units of measurement, and then also doing non-standard units of measurement. For the lesson, we began, as I said, all of us were up by the smartboard. I gave instruction the same to all of the students. Then after a short review, which is where our video began, I had all the students go back to their seat. We then broke up into 2 groups. I took the lower group who needed more one-on-one help. I've chosen this group based on how the students have been performing throughout all of our math lessons. The other group, I had 4 students in that group. The other group had 5 students in that group. In that group, they are able to work more independently, and so I went ahead and just allowed them. We were all doing the same work. I just, group 1, which was my group, again, I gave them more one-on-one instruction, and group 2, they were able to work more independently. They were able to use any manipulatives and supplies that we had talked about previously in the week. Same as group 1, just once again, group 1 had my one-on-one support. Then later we were going to switch between the 2 groups to where I could check over and work with any of the students in group 2 if they had any questions, where group 1 would then be able to do some independent practice on their own. A few things that I realized after doing my groups was I was really happy with the way that I separated them. However, I wish that, when you're preparing a lesson, you always think it's going to go one way, and then when you work with students, you never know exactly how it's going to be. I would have wished that I could have used, first of all, just said that we were going to measure my desk rather than the student's desk, which you'll see in the video. I had to go back and say, oh, looks like we all made a mistake. Let's go back. Which one do you think it could be? Group 2 was able to, they went ahead and did that on their own because they are more of an advanced group and they're able to think about those things on their own. Whereas group 1, they needed my instruction, and that would have been my fault to have explained that better a little bit clearly. So I wish that part would have gone better, but they didn't make a fuss, and we just all made the change together, so they did a great job with that. One of my students, I don't know, you might have seen in the video, one of my students ended up getting sick in the classroom, and so that had to change things around. It was a student who I kept saying, okay, you need to be joining our group. Come to find out, he was not feeling well at all, and the poor guy had to go home right after that. All of the students did a great job working. I really enjoy doing this kind of differentiating instruction because my lower students really work well and succeed better when they are given more one-on-one help and support, whereas my more advanced thinkers, my tier 1 group, they are, but who in this class was group 2, they are more advanced and are able to work more independently. Oh, I'm sorry, my classroom light went off. Just one moment. Sorry. There we go. I have sensor lights. Just like in the classroom, you can never know what you're going to expect. Anyway, I always do a smartboard lesson at the beginning of our math lessons just to make sure that everyone gets the same instruction, and then we usually break up into groups. There are times when we don't, but most often I always work with the lower group, and then we switch groups just because I don't want the lower students to think that I'm only seeing them and the reason that they know why they're getting seen is because they needed that additional help. So I want to make sure, and I don't want to leave the other students out, so I make sure to give them the support that they need also.